Sao camera cái dây hả? Dây sao không bị hết? Dây lỗi dây camera nó bị không? Dây là không phải.
Yeah, go ahead, moderator. We already have here on our screen Professor Peter John Warner, and then we already have here Professor Van de Hoong from Van Lang University of Vietnam.
We can see
Our
it now.
objective of panel discussion for this evening or afternoon. It's about potential collaboration that we can go further between us here, student, lecturers, and staff member from the higher education institution of Indonesia, and then Vietnam, and then Japan. Without further ado, I would like to invite a moderator to go ahead. Moderator, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good afternoon, distinguished speaker, respected guests, and all participants joining us via Zoom. First of all, let us express our gratitude to Almighty God for His blessing, which allow us to continue this international seminar on higher education this afternoon in good health and spirit. This session marks our second session of the day, following an insightful first session early. We hope that the discussion in this session will further depend on our understanding of higher education issue from an international perspective. This international seminar is organized through the collaboration of four institutions: CEAEM, LTMI, UNAIM Yapis Wawena, and IAI Rawa Aupa Konawe Selatan, and is supported by Bina Nusantara University, Universitas Muhammadiyah Baru, STEBI Al Musyin Yogyakarta, STAI Darussalam Kunir, STIT Sunan Giri Bima, STIT Al Khairiyah Mamuju, STAI DDI Maros, STAI DDI Pangkep, IAI DDI Sindereng Rampang, and IUCSRS Dewan Pendidikan Kabupaten Maros. We certainly appreciate the presence of speaker and participant from different countries, reflecting our shared commitment to advancing higher education through international collaboration. Before we begin, may I kindly remind all participants to keep their microphones mute during the presentation to avoid background noise. The question and answer session will be conducted at the end of the session. Ladies and gentlemen, in this session, we are honored to hear perspective from Indonesia, Vietnam, and Japan, offering cooperative insight into higher education system and academic practice. Our speakers today are Professor Van de Hoong from Van Lang University, Vietnam, and Professor Dr. Peter John Warner from Tohaku University, Japan. Without further ado, let us begin with the first presentation. Okay, maybe
Who do you want to speak first?
maybe Professor Van de Hoong or maybe Peter Warner.
Yeah. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry for the camera. I don't know any problem now. Yeah, I've just finished a meeting halfway, so that's why maybe some problems with the camera, I think. But if you can hear me, it's okay.
Actually, your camera is working now, so we can see you now. So
yeah, maybe
yes.
next time, right?
Yeah, okay,
Because
great.
you know
Thank
that at our university we often use MS Teams. You know, we don't often use Zoom at all, so that's why maybe some problems here. I don't know. Hi again, because I'm sorry with Dr. what Isala. Because last time I received the email from you, Peter, and the other doctor from Indonesia, but I couldn't get the message email because I have long time for a long international conference in 2 countries, so that's why, you know, not easy at all for me. But back home here in Vietnam, I got the email, and I think it's better for you to use the email from our university, Van Lang University, so easier to you know, contact with each other. First of all, you know, thank you for being here with me, and especially, you know, well, you and Dr. How can I say Dr. what? Dr. Peter?
Yes, Ismail Swardiweke, Sensei.
How can I call?
You can call me Ismail, but somehow Wanda
Ismail.
Sensei
Okay.
call me Weke.
Okay,
That's
it's
fine.
mine. It's well, you know, easier, but it's mine. Sorry. Dr. Waker. Yeah. Okay, Dr. Waker. And as far as I know, Dr. Mike Waker and Dr. Peter often have the, you know, the meeting conference at Dalat University. I used to work there at University of Dalat, down here at Balang University. So that's why I would like to have a opportunity to connect to two of you, so that we, in the near future, we can meet each other for a seminar, or I can invite both of you to join our international conference. You know that so far, we often work with Asia Core, you know, for international conferences, as you know, and normally we have 5 international conferences already. And in the near future, we're going to have an international conference with Monash University in, you know, Australia. So I think that if we have a good chance, we can exchange, well, idea together, so that we can work together in the near future. By the way, if both of you are here in Vietnam again, please tell me, and I would like to invite both of you for a seminar or workshop at our faculty. You have any idea about our university and our faculty?
I have a general idea from the last time we visited, if it hasn't changed much. You're still in the same department.
Our university is one of the biggest and famous university in Vietnam now.
Yes, yes.
I can tell you something. We have here about 40, more than 40,000 students.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and at our Faculty of Foreign Languages, we have 2 branches, English language and Chinese language, you know that. And we have about 2,000 students. And also for bachelor degrees and also master degrees, you know, in English language. So in the near future, we're going to open a PhD candidates for English language studies, you know, specialize in education and applied linguistics, as you know. So that's why I think that we can have a more opportunity to meet each other and discuss this. And according to our university, if we want to work together, we should have a kind of, you know, MOA and MOU, very clear terms, so that easier for, you know, that in Vietnam, maybe the government and also local government want to know about this. And also, if we would like to have a you know, a sponsor from other companies, or even, you know, the finance from the university, we have to clarify our you know, meeting or conference or seminar or what it was, so in details. So that's why I think that first of all, if Peter, if both can work with us, so both with you, Peter, we can have kind of, you know, well, what I say now, maybe agreement or something, just, you know, so that we can work together on, because you know that we often we can invite students from other country into our faculty to practice English and Chinese and vice versa. And our students here also, every year for summer camp, they travel to USA, UK, or Australia, and for Chinese language, they move to, you know, China and Taiwan. So that's why I think that we, in the near future, we can work more with this now. Well, what do you think about this? Any question and any idea about this?
Okay, the ideas that you have with us working together are very good. I believe the Bolt has changed. Bolt. I used to be the president of Bolt up until August of this last year, and Dr. Wooke is now the president of Bolt, and I am just assisting
You used to
in
be
the
my
secretary.
student.
Yeah, he still relies on me for a lot of contacts and stuff in Vietnam and working with him, such as organizing the last conference we did in Dalat. But as I'm getting older, I'm trying to get younger people in to keep Bolt growing and continuing in a positive direction with younger faculty who can carry the mission that we have for Balsamo Outreach for Learning and Teaching. I think, yes, Dr. Weke and I were very interested in having Bolt do something with your university and creating some seminars or some workshops that could be developed in the future. We are planning to come to Vietnam in December 26th for the for a international conference at Dalat University, and it's very possible that we could probably do something before the 26th or after the 26th, December 26th, in Ho Chi Minh. If we could work those times together, it could be done within the same week, and we could just stop by Ho Chi Minh on the way there or on the way back. So we can discuss those options, possibilities. This next year, Bolt is not doing a large teaching conference for the English teachers because they are having another international organization which is much larger than Balsamo Outreach for Learning and Teaching. And they are doing that also in December, on December 26th. So we are going to join that event as doing a colloquium for Bolt and being involved in that event for that one day. And then we are planning around that for what events we can do outside of the lot, possibly in Ho Chi Minh. If any other places are in the area there welcome us, probably doing 1 or 2 or 3 locations if we can. So we're very interested in doing something with you. I don't know, is December a very busy month for you? Around the 26th?
September?
Yeah. So if you could look at those days, December 26th is the international conference we're going to be doing up in Dalat. And so probably following that conference, if we could do something after the 26th, say that maybe December 28th, and up till December 1 or 2 days, whatever we'd like to work on. That is a very strong possibility. We would like to talk to you, and I can send you emails and do further correspondence. But Dr. Wooke will be doing most of the organization. He will be signing the contracts for memorandums of agreement or memorandums of understanding. But I will help him and assist him in creating those for the universities in Vietnam because I have been doing that with most universities in Vietnam for a long time. So.
Well, thank you for your ideas about our cooperation, in the near future. I think maybe September this year is okay, no problem. But because you have another conference or somewhere in Dalat.
Yes, we're planning on December 28th in
28th, so maybe
December 20th.
Maybe a seminar in Ho Chi Minh City, I think.
December 26th, not December 28th. I apologize. Yeah.
26.
26, yes. Yes. The name of the conference is.
Okay, you can confirm via email. So
yes, I'll send it to you by email. I'll send it to you by email.
No problem at all. You know that. The point here is that, because I need a similar first. seminar first, so that
Yes.
later on we can work together, because maybe, well, in November, we're going to have an international conference.
Oh, you're having one in November
I
also.
consider all of this now. And
Okay, okay.
the topic we focus now is on, application of AI tools in language learning teaching. That is
Yes.
one.
Mhm.
Because new, updated, and many people are concerned about this, both teachers and learners here.
Yes.
And you know that even our student here, they just want to use ChatGPT or Gemini, and maybe some not very challenging for teacher to evaluate their degrees, their levels of using language. So that's why both sides we can help them to improve their language by using AI tool, but at the same time, we know how to limit the use of AI tool, as
Yes.
lecturism. So that's very good law for student learning. Not only here in Vietnam, but also in Australia or in USA. I also talked to many professors there about this, and they agree with me on this now.
Yes,
And,
actually,
and in terms of language and linguistics, I also focus on the content and context. So that's why the language is not only the language for communication, but language is more than that, especially for students at university with BA program or MA programs. So that's what I could like to mention. Okay, no problem. Anyway, I think this is good for us to become friends
yes.
and can work together in the near future. We used to be friends, and now we can continue with this, Peter.
Yes,
So,
yes.
so I hope that we can work into details in the near
Yes.
future.
Yes, yes.
Well, we can exchange idea together by email
Okay.
or Zalo, so we can, exchange more idea about this now in the near
Yes.
future.
Yes, I will.
Do you have any student there want to have a kind of inbound at our university for 1 month, for example, 2 weeks or 4 weeks? Because we have here, normally 4 weeks for students from other countries to be here.
I see.
English or Chinese, no problem. And you know that we also have Chinese here, because our student here, if their major is English, or they have to study Chinese or Japanese, and
Okay.
vice versa. That. So that's
So
why.
when they come there, they're basically working on their own research. Is that correct? Or are they joining classes in the university? In which way do most of the students come? Are they mostly working on their own research and then may join in on some of the seminar sessions that you may be teaching or other teachers may be teaching? Is this the way? Could you explain a little bit what type of collaboration takes place in most cases at your university right now?
By the way, Peter, tell me a little bit about BOND, the organization again. That is international organization, or just organization in Japan?
Yeah.
Both.
Prof, somehow Prof Peter already arranged a couple activities during December the next this year with Dalat and Ho Chi Minh. Hopefully, you can join us with one session in Ho Chi Minh with your university, possibly, because somehow we will have a colloquium, and we will have a seminar on interdisciplinary studies over there in Dalat, and then one session under or inside the English Without Border. That's one. The second one, somehow, because we already connect each other through the Zoom, so somehow we can plan in the near future, maybe like seminar online like this, or any kind of the Studium General, or any kind of collaborative class. So that's maybe somehow possibilities with us. And then, one of the under Bolt, you already know the Bolt, and then we want to extend the ASEAN Youth Forum, and then we will have here in Makassar for next October, and one another October in in Jakarta. So there are many still possibilities that we can have online, hybrid, or face to face. That's from me. Then maybe Sensei can explore more.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
so you understand, Dr. Hung, what Bolt's situation is right now. Bolt is no longer a nonprofit organization in Japan because um, we had to close down the homepage in Japan because we had to have a minimum of 10 directors, and we had to most of our directors were getting fairly old, like I am, and retiring, and so it was very difficult to replace them with the younger directors because there's a lot of in Japan there's a lot of stress on professors to do a lot of research right now, and they don't have time to put it out towards
I know that
yes.
because you know maybe my age is the same as yours.
Yes. So, so
It's
anyway,
not easy more, you know, to attract well those who can work together and you know internationally. You know, that's very very important. You know,
yes,
because
yes, yes.
some doctors, some you know professors here, maybe they study in Vietnam only, and that's why not easy at all to connect with people around, and also for international conference or seminar. So that's why I'm still here, and that's why I'd like to maybe develop more with the collaboration with both or other
Yes,
university
yes,
in
yes.
other countries, especially
Hmm.
maybe you know university in Japan or in Indonesia,
Hmm.
India, and now we have you know two universities in Singapore and
Hmm.
Malaysia.
Hmm.
But you know that for English language in Vietnam, learners here they work very hard and better English, so
Yes, yes,
that's why we can work more with to help them to
yes,
support them. You
yes,
know that.
yes. And I believe that we can help those students also in getting into
And
universities such as Tohoku
you know that
University.
two-thirds of our professor and you know teachers here uh, graduate from university in USA, UK, and
Uh-huh.
Australia.
Yes, yes.
Plus,
Hmm.
so that's
Hmm.
why it doesn't matter at all. You know that
Hmm.
doesn't matter at
Yeah.
all, and that's
Yes.
why I would like maybe we can maybe in the near future we can have a more cooperation, more cooperative programs so that we can work together better, right? Before we
Yes.
run away, right?
Right. Yeah. So anyway, we do have, as Dr. Weke mentioned, if you are interested in coming over in August, we do have a seminar at Tohoku, and you could actually, the seminar is a part of a 4 universities that are working together to have seminars. One is in Akita, Akita International University, um, Tokyo City University, and we'll be using the public hall here close to Tohoku University. And
Okay,
those three,
Peter,
yeah,
I think it's better for you to, well, in detail, so
yeah.
we can
I'll send
arrange
you,
many
yeah,
things just, you know, by
yes,
email and
yes, yes.
for in detail so that we can, well, work
I'll send
together
that to you.
here
I'll send
with
that
the
to you and I'll
faculty
give it to you.
members and also
Yes,
what and who can continue with this
exactly. Yes. Yeah,
participate in this program and that program,
yes,
you know that
yes.
well, professors and teachers at our university, at our faculty often participate in many different kinds of conference in the world. And
Yes.
that's why you don't have to worry much about that. The point
Okay.
is,
Okay.
you know, that the topics for
Right.
the conference or the seminar,
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah, because they have read a lot of materials already, and we need something, updated information or details or methods or
Mhm.
techniques and many other things. So that's
So,
why,
yeah.
that
We,
every year at our faculty for the summer, we often have workshops and
mhm.
then, our local seminar and conference. With
Yes. Mm.
3 universities in Vietnam, But then for other university from other countries, of course, we can maybe sometime we have a online conference with maybe
Okay.
one or two keynote speaker
Okay.
offline, but maybe 2 or 3 speaker online, that.
Okay.
So we have any way to do this, all of this.
Okay.
You don't have to worry much about this anyway.
Okay. Just so you know that in Bolt, Bolt has 2 areas of specialization that we're working on. One area is language teachers and teaching English, and sustaining English language as a second language in other countries. The second area is other interdisciplinary human sustainability programs in
Yeah.
various areas. And I know
Our universities are ranked in 100 universities in the world in sustainability.
yes,
Our university,
yes,
very
yes,
famous. You
yes.
don't have to worry about that.
Okay, so I'm not worried about that. What I was just the department.
When you come here, I can introduce you to the other professors in the
Yes,
sustainability, field,
exactly,
and
exactly.
very famous. And you don't have to
Yeah.
worry about this now.
Actually, I would be myself. I mean, I'm. I'll write to you later, but like I said, my future. The one of the reasons that Bolt was also transferring is I only have 15 more months left at Tolkien University,
Okay.
and I must retire by that time. And so,
Okay.
in the future, I don't know what I'm going to be doing after the 15 months. But I will probably be wanting to do longer term stays in Vietnam or other countries and doing some type of research or whatever area in the
Why not?
future. Yeah, but I will discuss that with you
Come
more.
here to Vietnam, to Saigon.
Yeah. I'll discuss that more with you. But anyway, today we're talking about these 2 areas. The as Dr. Weke mentioned, in December, one of our 1 day seminars will be basically with English language teaching only. The other day will be at a hotel, and it will be with studies based on other areas that really are not related to language studies. And
Okay.
For Deloitte University, this area really doesn't fit inside their specialization. So that's why we will have teachers coming from both areas to Vietnam from Indonesia. Dr. Weke specializes in other studies, especially social relations and religion studies dealing with Islamic Islamism. So he deals with a lot more international studies in other areas. So that's why some of the seminars are specialized in that area, dealing with Asian Youth Forum, understanding other cultures, and developing understanding of relations between different cultures. This is one thing we have tried to maintain also.
Okay.
So anyway,
I think maybe this is the first meeting, and I hope that we can connect more, right? Via the email,
yes.
and then we can discuss more, and of course we can have another meeting via Zoom.
Exactly.
So that or MS team, so easy for us to
We can make a more, like I said,
Okay.
we'll have a more administrative meeting between myself and you and Dr. Weke with more details. And if we move into the direction for MOA or MOU in the future, possibly how to move towards that direction, so we can work together.
Thank you, Peter and Dr. Wade, and hope that I'm very happy to be with both of you here by the Zoom here, because by email sometime for the first time we want to share something not easy at all, right? But now we can talk more, and hope that we can see you again later.
Exactly.
And doing well and in details about our cooperation in the near future, right?
Also, it's gotten easier now to understand about how to travel with COVID. COVID is pretty much past. Now where people are returning to traveling again and doing international travel, which is really good. even though the
Okay.
travel is a little bit more difficult with more stipulations, but still most of us are getting used to that. And I
Okay.
think that's making more people want to go to international conferences abroad. And
Okay. Okay.
we can bring more to Vietnam.
So thank you, Dr. Wake.
Dr. Weke, did you want to say anything? Dr. Weke, are you here?
Yeah, thank you, Sensei. Somehow, Prof. Pandehung, we already explored Vietnam during 2025 with Wanda Sensei, and then we already did a very good cooperation with Dalat University.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay. I think you got cut off, or else. Are you still there, Dr. Weke?
okay, I hear now.
He got cut off. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us today, Dr. Fante Hung. And
Okay, so
It's
thank
let's keep in
you.
touch.
Bye-bye.
my
See you.
ear is not good enough. Yeah,
Okay,
and then
yes.
we already explored 2025 Dalat University, and then we did AYF last month of a day, and then we did international conference with Dalat University, and then we
Okay.
planned on the next December another conference will be in Dalat, and then we propose to you if you can make it half day or one day in Pan Lang University, we are more than happy. And then in between from January December, we can have online discussion or online
Okay.
seminar, online class, and
Yeah.
then Prof. Warner will come to Indonesia again from 24th of April to 9th of May. And then it might be if you can join us, we are more than happy. But if you cannot join, it is not a big problem. You can still join us through online program, hybrid, since we did another conference with Venus University last November. Prof. Warner or Warner Sensei already here in Indonesia near to 1 month, and then we did a hybrid conference with him over there in Venus University. So post pandemic give us possibilities to work a lot of things today. And then somehow during my visit with Wanda Sensei December to Dalat, we already discussed about the possibilities to have a conference in Dalat, and then we already contact a hotel. He has a very good contact to hotel in Dalat, so somehow we can go further from Dalat to Ho Chi Minh by bus, and then we can have half day or 1 day. It depends on your approval to have another activity over there in Ho Chi Minh City. That's
Okay.
Wanda
So,
Sensei from my side.
so I think that this is very, very helpful, and I hope that we can work more and we can meet each other more and more in the near future, right? So,
Yes.
you have my email already,
Yes.
Balang University. So by this email, much easier for me to follow up
Okay.
all information, and then we can work together later. Okay.
Yes. So we'll be keeping in touch with you. Okay.
Okay. So bye-bye, because I'm going to have another meeting. You know
Okay.
that.
All right.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you. Wait a moment, Pandahong. We would like to have your closing statement before we end our session.
Just a short closing statement to everybody. I want to say goodbye to everybody. It's a short closing statement.
So goodbye. See you later, right? Sorry with the video today. Sorry about this.
Okay, thank you, Pandahong. Wanda Sensei, do you want to say something?
Just say I'll look forward to talking with Dr. Fante Hung, and we'll continue. So thank you, everybody. And
thank you. And hope
yeah,
to see
thank you to Wanda Sensei and then Professor Pandahong for joining us the sessions. And then I would like to hand over the mic to our moderator.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, thank you very much to our distinguished speaker for their insightful presentation. The next, we will continue to Professor Dr. Peter John Warner from Tohoku University, Japan.
Okay, well, basically, Dr. Wake mentioned that Balsamo Outreach for Learning and Teaching has done numerous events for Asian Youth Forum, in which we try to build the better understanding of culture for students and for faculty who want to come and join those events. We in Deloitte this past Asian Youth Forum, we had 15 lectures, and they gave presentations throughout the whole week. And we had a total of 20 students who participated throughout the whole week in the lectures. They were from 4 different countries, and we developed a very strong bond and good understanding and a very probably I would say a long-lasting commitment between the students, so that they will probably continue communicating much longer into the future, maybe in the next 5, 10, 15 years. So we were very pleased with that. The other thing, we are also doing the, as Dr. Woke said, we had some special events dealing with interdisciplinary studies that were talked about by lecturers who came over there. They also presented in the international conference that followed the Asian Youth Forum, which we were able to combine. The other activities we've done, as Dr. Wake mentioned, is for people who cannot travel abroad, Indonesian professors or students, they can go to those events in Indonesia. We've been having at least 1 or 2 Asian Youth Forums or student summer camps or academic summer camps throughout the year, so that they can have students participate in those, or the faculty themselves can participate in those. What do we do in some of those camps? For example, the academic summer camp, we tried to build a better understanding of how to write for academic purposes, in writing reports or writing essays, so that students can use English as an international language and use it for reporting. Therefore, some of the events that we had, for example, were a speaking event where we chose maybe about 8 people who had the best written essays, and those 8 people also presented their essays by seeing how well they could present in English with their pronunciation, with their delivery, and they competed and were able to show their very high skills in those areas and provide examples for the other students in the audience, so that they could see that they could actually possibly move up to the same level and be able to communicate with other international speakers. The other thing the other thing I did much of was working with teachers at different universities, doing seminars talking about how we can have more collaboration and working with other teachers, writing research papers, or work on writing our own research papers and how to find the appropriate area or the appropriate journal in which we can actually publish these different areas that we're interested in. So Balsamo Outreach for Learning and Teaching is working in these 3 to 4 areas very strongly throughout Asia, and we would like to continue to do that. We also support the other programs, such as there's a program that is takes place, student mobility, which has been in effect by Dr. Woke, has organized this program and been running it for almost 15 years. And we support that program. We've seen the effectiveness of it in bringing students together and taking them throughout 3 countries. I think this year we're going to go to Thailand, Kuala Lumpur, and Singapore. So the if people can join those events, also actually going to another country and experiencing the culture and using English within that environment is one of the best ways to get the intensive English English opportunity or the English environment that you need to try and continue. And I know for myself that just traveling all over Asia has provided me with that opportunity to learn other Asian languages as well and to understand those cultures. So I strongly encourage anybody to join these programs that are available, that are supported by Bolt, or that Bolt is doing. So with that, I will turn it over to Dr. Weke or to the moderator. Go ahead. If there's any questions, I can answer questions also.
Sensei, would you like to explore about the issue learning English competence in line with the cultural understanding and then how the context of ASEAN Youth Forum that you already over years, over decades through this platform, and then what something that you learn from this activity in line with the two things, English acquisitions and then cultural understanding.
One of the biggest barriers that most people have is that they think that their English is not good enough to communicate, and therefore they're not willing to actually go to events such as the summer camp or the academic summer camps or those areas. And this is the barrier that needs to be overcome, because no matter how good our English skills are, if we have a strong commitment and want to interact and socialize with other people, then just taking that step forward and actually trying, even if we make mistakes, actually trying and performing at those events is the first step. That's the first step. And then you need to continue after that. So many people say, well, my English level is not good enough. I can't speak. I can't communicate. I can understand, but I cannot communicate. But you have to try to communicate. You have to try to communicate in the other language. And through a strong effort or a strong desire to speak and communicate, or to write and develop good written essays or good written reports to possibly publish in the future, we can develop our English skills to a higher level. And we actually have moved this up to high school students. The summer camp actually has involved many high school students as well as college students. And by having high school students start to learn these principles and how to become better, if you learn this at an earlier stage, it helps you develop them even more when you get into the college level. So these are things we are working at through Asian Youth Forum, through the summer camps, through these student mobility programs, and all the programs that we are offering. Okay.
Thank you, Sensei. And it might be another explanations, and then because in between, Bolt already uh, come over to Asia over decades, and then would you like to um, explore the ASEAN value or the ASEAN spirit, because we pick up the name of Balsamo.
Okay. Okay. If first of all, Balsamo, the name of Balsamo comes from an American who was teaching here in Japan. And basically, he was very devoted and wanted to help teachers in other areas learn how to help other students learning English, and to also help teachers learn how to teach English. One of the biggest problems back, this was over, this about 20 years ago, 30 years ago. One of the biggest problems back then was that it was very difficult for many people from the developing countries to travel abroad to other countries to participate in international conferences. The salaries or the standard of living was so low that it was difficult to do international travel. And so therefore, what he did was he said, okay, let's gather a group of teachers around Asia that know the difficulties of teaching English, and let's take them to those countries and try to teach them in seminars over in their country. So he gathered teachers who volunteered their time and actually used their own research money, or somehow they gathered enough money to go and do presentations and help out as volunteers teaching in these other Asian countries, in Bangladesh, in Thailand, in Myanmar, in Vietnam, and also in Cambodia, and all those countries. He tried to gather people to go there. He also started a missionary school in Bangladesh for young children, and used his own money to help start this program. And so he was very strong with this desire to help others, and through his accomplishments and through his inspiration, that inspired many teachers like myself. And in 21 years ago, he died. And the teachers like myself wanted to remember him, and so I established the foundation of Balsamo Outreach for Learning and Teaching using his name, Balsamo. His name was actually William Balsamo, the person who started this. So that was with the strong emphasis on teaching of English. The goal of Balsamo Outreach for Learning and Teaching was outreach to try and improve other areas such as sustainability and a better understanding of cultural issues throughout Asia. And that is when Balsamo Outreach for Learning and Teaching started doing the Asian Youth Forum as well back in 2008. And it since then has continued that program, and hopefully that we will continue to have Asian Youth Forums, even though in the past it was easier to gather a large group of international people with less restrictions on travel. Right now it's a little more difficult. We have to go through a few more barriers, TSA requirements, and other requirements to do traveling, especially with the higher AI mechanisms that are in place at the airport that we have to travel through, and may cause difficulties with us getting our passport through, or getting a visa. There's a lot of difficulties, but if we can work and overcome those, and prepare appropriately, then we can plan. One of the biggest problems for many people in Indonesia is they try to get their passports and all the documents they need within 1 to 2 months before an international conference. This is almost impossible. This is almost impossible. If you want to do an international conference and go abroad and be involved in any of these international conferences, now you need to start preparing at least 8 months, 8 months prior, 8 months prior, because you have to get special letters of invitation. You have to get approval from the some governments. You have to go through many loopholes to get into these areas. Now, some countries such as Thailand, Singapore, and Kuala Lumpur, they're still a little lax. They don't have as strong of barriers as other countries throughout Asia. But I imagine that those barriers might get stronger because every country is trying to increase the security of their country and make it safer by knowing who is coming into the country, when, and for what reasons. And so this is the reason that travel has become more difficult in many cases. Not because they're trying to discriminate against one country or another country, but because they're trying to make a safe and secure environment in their country for the people who are there. So this is the main reasons that we see these coming in, and those of us who travel may feel like, well, this is unfair. It's not. I didn't have to do this before, but if we look at the situation today, I think we have to plan for that to help them feel more secure in their own country as well. So these are things we have to do in preparing for going to international conferences or for doing things abroad. And even myself, I have to do much more preparation now for traveling to different countries. Even going to Indonesia has more barriers, not many, but it has a few more barriers that I have to overcome compared to 10 years ago when I was traveling to Indonesia. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sensei, for your opportunity to join with us. And then I'd like to hand over to moderator.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor. Before we leave, can we check group photo for documentation participant? One, two, three. Okay. Thank you very much, Professor. We will to the next question and answer session, which will last for approximately 15 minutes. Participants may submit their question by using the raise hand feature or by typing their question in the chat box. Please mention your name and institutional affiliation before asking your question.
Hello, moderator. Can I speak for asking to Professor?
Yes, of course. Time is sure.
I would like to ask about Youth Asian Summit. My name is Arianda Rustam. I came from Aceh, Nagan Raya, and I'm student and affiliate. I'm student at ITB University, and I'm affiliate of Islamic Student Association, of course, with PBR or PBIME. And I need to ask about Youth ASEAN Summit. There is I need to know how to join that part about the ASEAN Summit and how that step to do and what need to preparation about that about Youth ASEAN Summit. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. If you're applying to the Asian Youth Forum inside Indonesia, then basically you just need to contact Dr. Wake or the person who is organizing the event in that area. He would refer you, go to the homepage, our homepage, and send in a request, or if there's an application form up, fill in the application form. For international
Okay, sir.
events, though, however, if you want to do international events abroad for Asian Youth Forum, then those have a application form online, and you need to fill that out. Usually the applications, if it's Vietnam, for example, those people who applied to Vietnam had to, for the December conference, they had to turn in their passport, their
all right.
their application form, and everything by
Okay.
July. By July. That's
By
5
July.
months. 5 months prior. 5 months prior to the conference, they have to have all those documents turned in. And actually, the registration started from February.
February. All right.
March, April, May, June, July. There was seven
Month.
months
Yeah,
that
right.
people were applying for. So those students prepared in advance with their supervisor from the university, or by themselves, to apply for the university. The students who did come were sponsored partially by the university, so it was with the help of the teachers who were going also to the event that these students were able to fill out the forms and prepare for going to Vietnam. So
Okay, all right.
yes,
Thank you, sir.
and now many things that if you see for some reason after 3 months that maybe the university is not going to provide the money or something, and you still want to go to that special event, then the students or the teacher has to try to find another way to get money to help
Okay,
support
all right. I
the
know. I see that.
yeah, so those
Yeah.
are things they'd have to do, but 5 months preparation before, and then the students during the time from July to December, the students communicate over with the peer people such as myself, and I explain to them that they have to do a presentation on culture, so they have to develop some slideshow and what they're going to talk about. They had to do
Yeah.
a slideshow about the Indonesian language, so they had to prepare and teach Indonesian phrases.
Okay, okay,
And
okay,
the
sir.
other phrases. And lastly, they had to do an individual presentation about how they felt language education was in front of a large audience.
Okay,
So
sir.
they did
I
all
can do
this
that.
over 5 months. 5 months they practiced, they prepared, they were very well prepared because they had 5 months to do it. But you can't just wait till the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks before the event and prepare for the event. For these large Asian Youth Forums, we have more preparation. But for the small Asian Youth Forums in Indonesia, yes, those you could probably register almost up to probably the last 3 weeks or maybe 1 month before the event.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I was noted about what you say to join the Youth Asian Summit, and thank you for your suggestion. And In,
One thing I'd like to just say also, there is a common fallacy or idea by
yeah,
many parents or people in Indonesia or other countries that Vietnam, for example, is a communist country, and because it is
communist. Yeah, right.
communist, that is very dangerous. Okay,
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
but actually, it is not dangerous. Actually, I would say that Vietnam is safer than America. If I had, I would put my word on it and
All
say that
right.
Vietnam is much safer than America right now.
Yeah.
There's the Indonesian students and the teachers who came to there this year. We had more than ever this year that came to the event. So those teachers and students were very impressed and wanted to come again maybe next year. So
Yeah.
hopefully they will spread the word, and this idea that it's very difficult to travel in Vietnam is not true. It is
Yeah.
very safe and very easy.
Very safety. Because in Indonesia, the communists have a conflict in the past when with a communist and military Indonesia, so that give a Vietnam has dangers or something else. And I think that's right because I have a friend in Vietnam and he said Vietnam very safe to come and join uh program or anything.
Yeah. You
Thank you, sir,
cannot
for
compare.
information. Thank
Actually,
you.
I've been to China and Vietnam. Okay, I've been to China and Vietnam. I would
All
not go into China
right.
right now. I would not go into China right now because the
Yeah.
communist state of China right now, compared to what I feel the communist state of Vietnam, I think Vietnam is much safer. So that's why I travel back and forth to Vietnam.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I hopeful to can meet you in Vietnam someday.
I hope so also. Yes.
Thank you for a moment for your time, sir, and
Okay. Thank you.
the end for me. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much, Professor, for the clear and insightful responses. Is there any other question from the participant? Okay, thank you for the engaging discussion. Due to time limitation, we will conclude the question and answer session. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of this session, we would like to express our sincere appreciation to all speakers for sharing their knowledge and experience, and to all participants for their active participation. We hope that today's discussion contribute meaningful to the development of higher education and encourage further international academic collaboration. On behalf of the organizing committee, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Sensei. See you. I
Bye-bye.
already sent you email
Yes.
to approve your date of departure, and
Yes.
please see and need your reply soon because we
Okay.
need to prepare the ticket.
Okay. I'll
Thank you,
check the email.
everyone. See you
Okay.
at the
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
session 3 at
Okay.
7 o'clock at Makassar time with the
Okay.
Prof. Christian Kauner and then Dr. Anand Misra from India. Thank you. Bye.